Okay, so Community Service Commission meeting for September 27th. One, call to order, reminder for all commissioners and staff to speak clearly and loudly into the microphones to ensure a quality recording is made. Please make sure your cell phones are silenced. Item 2, approval of the August 23rd, 2023 commission meeting minutes. Do we have a motion to approve those?
I'll motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Item 3, public comments. Any person may directly address the commission at this time on any item not on the agenda or on any item that is within the subject matter jurisdiction of the commission. Maximum of 5 minutes is allowed for each speaker. Any public comment? No public comment. Okay. Item 4, Keensburg Healthcare District Grant Cycle 2023 update.
All right, well, good evening, commissioners. Thanks for taking the time to join us tonight. So first item that I'd like to be able to discuss is the Keensburg Healthcare District Grant Cycle 2023. Just a general update from the previous meeting. This commission went ahead and selected a couple of projects to present to council for the 2023 cycle, and so we were awarded a grant for the playground resurfacing at downtown and Memorial Parks from Tri-County. It is a 50% match grant, and it comes to a total of $36,000. And the grant states that it is for downtown and Memorial Park by contracting with a licensed contractor to replace the existing surfacing of the playgrounds with rubberized surface to create a safer environment, thereby motivating and encouraging continuous use and physical activity of the parks by the children for physical, cognitive, emotional, and social development and health related, just general well-being. So just wanted to congratulate the commission on that. The city will go ahead and move forward with that project within the next couple of months. So we should definitely be ready by next spring, early summer for the kids to use at downtown and Memorial Parks. And it'll be a lot easier for those that are ADA accessible or needing those requirements. Be easier for walkers and wheelchairs to kind of be able to navigate through the playgrounds. And then in addition to that, we also have a ADA expression swing scheduled to be installed at Memorial Park. So that will be a good new addition to that park. There is an expression swing at Downtown Park where it allows an infant or toddler to swing with their parent or guardian at the same time. So if you haven't seen it, it's been there since the last car show, but we'll be able to kind of mimic that for Memorial as well. So, and so with that, that concludes that portion. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.
Good. Yay. It's exciting. Excited to see that project done.
Adam, if I could ask, just because I wanted to push the button. So that was grant cycle this year. Are we already thinking about 2024?
Yes, if the commission has an interest in current projects or projects they'd like to go ahead and submit requests for, the way the cycle will work is that the Keensburg Healthcare will open the grant cycle in January, and usually they give a specific topic that they're specializing in that year, but that will be open. Applications will be submitted. They have until May 1st. And then we go from there. So yes, so if there's anything that pops up or any interest that you might have that's Parks and Rec related or community services related, we'll definitely follow up with that and get those applications in. So
Great, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, any other questions, comments? No? Okay. All right, item number 5, dog park discussion, report by Community Service Director Adam, presentation subcommittee.
all right. Well, just to do a general update, this is a bigger update than we've had before. We're obviously making progress with the dog park. The last time we met, the city engineer was here and he went over the details of the layout and the plan. This commission approved those and we were able to send that following week to the city council for their blessing and approval. And they had nothing but positive comments to say on the dog park design. And so right now the engineering department is working on the finalizing of a budget to see what the numbers will look like. They did take into consideration a couple of key points from this commission meeting. One was the removal of the oleanders around the bordering of the dog park because of public comment about them being potentially poisonous to animals and keeping them away from high traffic areas. And then the brick block fencing on the freeway side was another area that this commission had interest in seeing, making sure that we made that fit if it was within budget. And so with those two items in mind, the engineers will come back and hopefully be able to kind of fit those into the plan, and then we can go from there. Timeline-wise, we are still looking at a final presentation to council in November, and then bids will go out hopefully in January, and if all goes according to plan, we'll do a groundbreaking in February or March of next year. So. And that project timeline should be 9 months at most. So again, by the end of 2024, we'll have a new dog park to call and just have it open for the residents. So we're excited. But with that, that's all I have. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
So that's another big one that's super excited about seeing completed. Good. Any comments, questions? No? Okay, thank you. All right, item number 6, Athwal Park restroom project ribbon cutting update.
All right, and again with this one, it's Athwal Park did receive funding a couple of years ago from Prop 68, the non-competitive funds from the state, and the council and this commission decided to use those fundings to install restrooms at Athwal Park. And they were prefab structure that was delivered back in July. They've been currently installed. Not open to the public just yet, but Public Works is working on the finalized touches on that. But with that, we do have a scheduled ceremony with a couple community partner members scheduled for October 10th at Athwal Park. It is a date of mutual choosing. We had a couple to choose from, and that was the one that kind of fit for most groups. So October 10th, which is a Tuesday at 11:30. They will be at Athwal Park just to do a general presentation and ceremonial ribbon cutting of the restroom section, but more so just for most of the improvements at the park. The last time we did something was for the playground in 2019, and since then, because of the fitness court, it's been out there, the restrooms, and then just kind of trying to bring an additional spotlight to that park. It's nowhere near being completed, but this commission has made a huge amount of progress since this is started. The additional plans are still the skate park phase 2. That's not quite on there yet. The splash pad, the picnic and pavilion area are all still on the original general plan for that park. And so hopefully within the next couple years with this commission or new commission, they'll be able to see that finalization of that project. So, but with that, hopefully you guys can attend, at least some presence from the commission. I know it's really short in notice, and but it was a date that fit. So we'll be out there to be a 25-30-minute ceremony, nothing more. So that will take a lot of photos and then be able to share that with the residents. So
The splash pad, is that considered phase 2? Or is that going to be like is there phase 3?
I believe right now we are in phase 2 or phase 3.
Okay.
It is one of the upcoming phases. Public Works did make sure that with the installation of the restrooms, that they made sure they made the workings for electrical and additional water. So we'd like to see that happen. It's not currently on any of our plans to get that going within the next year or so. Maybe if we receive additional grant funding. But those are additional phases we'd like to be able to implement. So.
Any other questions or comments? No? Okay. All right, item number 7. Unscheduled matters for commission members for discussion only. Action may not be taken. Items must appear on agenda as a specific item to be acted upon. Do any of the commissioners have anything that they want to add, talk? No? Okay. I'm just super excited to see a lot of projects being knocked out. So awesome.
Commissioner Brown and I were speaking before the meeting, and you guys have been on the commission. Commissioner Chambliss and Brown have been on this commission for quite some time, so it's really excited to see that, since I've been here the last 7, 8 years, that projects are getting completed, so definitely not stagnant. Sometimes I feel like there's a lot of gaps in between this commission and the things that we do, but I believe they're extremely impactful, and when we get them done, the community really appreciates it, so yeah,
Yeah.
the next couple of months will be extremely exciting for this commission, so.
Awesome. All right. Item number 8, adjourn.
All
So do we have a
right.
motion to adjourn?
A motion?
Do we have a second? Okay, so we'll adjourn the meeting at 5:40.
All righty. Perfect.
That was quick.